Alright, today we're going to have a look at multiplying, and the first question we're going to have a look at is 32 times 21. There's two methods that we're going to have a look at. Is the column method, and we can have a look at the grid method. We'll have a look at two examples using the column method, and then we'll have a look at the same examples, but we'll have a look at the grid method instead. So with the column method, we set it up 32 times 21 with making sure that all the units are in the units column, all the tens are in the tens column. We start off with our 1, and we do 1 times 2 to give us 2, and then 1 times 3 to give us 3. We now have a look then at multiplying through by the 2, but this isn't a 2, it's actually within the tens column, so it's a 20. So whenever we multiply by a multiple of 10, we always have to include a 0. So that's the first thing that we do there, is put the 0. We now do our 2 times our 2 to give 4, and our 2 times the 3 again to give 6. So what we've done there, we've done the 1 times 32 to give 32, then the 20 times 32 to give us 640. Once we're at this stage now, we add our two values together, and we get 672. The next question we're going to look at is 27 times 19. This is a little bit more difficult because we are going to have some carrying to do because the numbers exceed 9. Exactly the same start, we set it up in the same way. We leave two spaces because we're multiplying through by a 2-digit number. We do 9 times 7 to give 63. Now, I've highlighted it in purple here, but usually we draw a little small 6, and because that's in the 60, we have to put that in the tens column, and the 3 goes down into the units column. We then do 9 times 2 to give us the 18, but we also have to include the 6, so that gives us 24. We then have to look through and multiply through by the 1, but again, this isn't a 1, it's a 10. So the first thing we have to do is include the 0. We do 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 2 is 2. So what we've had there is 9 times 27 to give us 243, and 10 times 27 to give us 270. We add the two values together, and that gives us 513. We're now going to have a look at doing exactly the same questions, but using the grid method. Now the grid method, first we'll have to set up a grid, and break our numbers down into tens and units. So 32 is going to be broken down into a 30 and a 2, and the 21 has to be broken down into a 20 and a 1. We then multiply our 30 by our 20, so we do 3 times 2 to give 6, and we've got 2 zeros, so that'll be 600. We then do 2 times 20, 2 times 2 is 4, and the 0 is 40. 30 times 1 is 30, and then 1 times 2 is 2. We then total these values up, so we do 600 plus 40 to give 640. Then we do 30 plus 2 to give 32. We add these together to give us 672, which is exactly the same answer as we had with the column method. Now look at the 27 times 19. We set the grid up, we put our values in, breaking it down into 20 and a 7, a 10 and a 9. We do 20 times 10, 2 times 10 is 20, add the 0 is 200. 7 times 10 is 70. 20 times 9, we do 2 times 9 is 18, and add the 0 is 180. And then 9 times 7 is 63. We add these values together, so 200 plus 70 is 270. 180 plus 63 is 243. And when we add these together, it gives us 513. Again, exactly the same answer as before. The two methods are both valid methods to solving this problem. It's up to you which one you choose.